Okay, this video is for IXL S7. You see that up here at the top of the screen? S7, not S10. Wait to do S10 later. Right now, do S7. So, what I did was I printed off 5 problems from IXL S7, and I'm going to help you show you how to work them out and answer them. You are going to do all the rest yourself. These problems are not in the same order as yours. So look carefully. Your first problem that shows up on S7, IXL S7, may not be the same as this. It may be different. So pay attention to your numbers that pop up on your computer screen. Alright? Okay, so what you are doing is you are changing, well, you're taking a percent and finding how much of a different number that percentage is. So your steps, let's look at this first one. You see, all of these are the same so far. You maybe will have some changes in your numbers while you do this. If you don't know what to do, you see a problem that looks different and you don't know how to solve it, stop and ask me tomorrow on Wednesday. And I will help you tomorrow on Wednesday. Your problems that you will have are like whole numbers with a fraction for percent and then another whole number. It reads like 87.5% of 32. 99.7% of 14. 80.75% of 78. So how do we solve these? These are your steps that you will follow. First, what do? And there is the sample problem. You see it's the same. The same as what we did or I showed you a minute ago. Your whole number with a fraction percent of a whole number. First, you change the fraction, change it into a decimal. Then, combine the whole number and the decimal. Third, find out what the percent is. You can do step 3 or you can just skip to step 4. Okay? I will show you on a calculator how it looks a little bit different. Step 4, multiply percent by the decimal. No, sorry. You multiply your percent decimal by your whole number. I fixed that on there. You multiply percent by your whole number. So, if your problem was 92.75% of or times 20, first change that fraction to a decimal. You can use a calculator. So 3/4, how do you do that? 3 divided by 4 equals 0.75. So you are typing what? 3 divided by 4 equals that part. That's what you type into the calculator. Again, three divided by 4 equals 0.75. Now combine your whole number and your decimal. So 92.75. So then what do? You can find the percent and then multiply, or you can just multiply. Now, I suggest you switch those numbers. Meaning what? $20 times 92.75%. Now, on a calculator, it's going to be different how you do it. So, on my phone, I'm going to show you. On my phone, I would type in $20 times 92.75. When I type percent, it shows me 92.75% looks like what? And then I have to push equal. That's the answer, 18.55. On different calculators, you may not have to push equal. So here's an example. This calculator, I do not have to push equal. And actually, if I push equal, it's going to mess up the answer. So look. $20 times 92.75. See what happens if I push percent. That's my answer already. On my phone, it looked different. So look, on my phone, if I push percent, it changes it to 0.9275. That is not the answer. I have to push equal on my phone. You see, they're different. Now I have equal. So pay attention to your answers and think, does that answer make sense? If it's a super small number like 0.9275, that is a super small number. If you see that, your answer probably is not finished yet and you have to push equal. If you see a bigger number, like that says 18.55, that means your answer is probably that. You will see after a few times of typing in your answer on IXL, It will say, yeah, good job. Or it'll say, wrong. Look, here's what you do. Okay? Alright. So, let's look at a few of these questions from IXL. You can save these answers and type them in when you see the same problem numbers, but make sure they're the same numbers. Some may have a little bit of difference. I don't know. Your numbers on IXL are going to be different than what you see here. Your first problem is not going to be the same as mine. So pay attention. Alrighty. So 1/2 changed to a decimal is what? 0.5. I already know that. I've learned it. You can do your calculator to see. 1/2 typed into the calculator to see decimal is what? 1 see 0.5. So now we have and then 32. For these problems, it does not matter if you switch the numbers. Why? It's multiplication. If it was division, that's different. But multiplication, you can switch the numbers and it's fine. So, $32 times 87.5%. Remember, on my phone, I have to push equal. That number is too small to be the answer. It's not the answer. I have to push equal. Okay, next one. Seven divided by 10 will change fraction to a decimal. .7. So now it is 14 times 99.7%. You must write percent. Do not forget to write percent. If you forget to write percent, you will maybe forget to type on the calculator percent and your answer will be wrong. So write percent. $14 times 99.7% equals 13.958. You must type in all of those numbers for your answer on the computer. It's only 3 decimal points. Don't be lazy. Your answer will be wrong if you don't type in all those numbers. Yep. Wrong. 13.95. 13.958. Okay, change our fraction to become a decimal. Three divided 4 equals 0.75. Don't forget to add that whole number before your decimal. If you forget to move and add that whole number before the decimal, you will get a wrong answer. $78 times 80.75% 62.985. Okay. We'll do 2 more together and then you're on your own. So, look at this one. $37.5. We don't have to change our fraction. It's already a decimal. So all you have to do for that is type it in the calculator. Remember to switch the numbers. It's easier. Percent equals that was easy. Last problem, they've changed it again. So you must pay attention to if the number has a fraction or a decimal. If it's a fraction, you have like one more thing you have to do first before you can type on the calculator. $33 divided by 100. $0.33. 11 times 19.33% equals 2.1263. Write all those numbers. Okay? Do all the problems that you can. If it changes and you don't know what to do, stop, close it out, and ask me tomorrow. You must take the responsibility and ask me for more help. If you don't ask me and say, on IXL S7, the problem's changed, I need help, I don't know what to do. If you don't ask me, I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't know if you need help or not. You must ask, okay? Good luck. It's easy. You can do this.